Y'all are going to be so mad at me. And I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You're going to be upset whenever I spin this around, and people are probably getting really annoyed that I just keep going live all day as well and just keep this on, but we missed. Look, hold on. We have to get this where it goes so that we don't have this in our way. Hold on a second here. Oh boy, our situation is failing us here. Hold on a second here. Let me get this cranked up another time here. And this goes here, and then this goes here. Okay. And it's in this moment that I'm sad to inform you that there's now 4, and we missed one. So there's that. Number 4 is back here. Number 4, which is actually number 2. And yes, it probably does feel like Groundhog Day. Sorry. Same story, different day. Second verse, same as the first. This one's got a pretty good pip in it right now. I think there are still 2 that have no pips, and it's one that has been back here. That one's rocking pretty good, but I can't tell if they're doing it or what. There's like, these are big chicks. And I did some reading while I was gone, and I believe that as long as they're dry tonight and they're using their legs, that I can get them up and about and put them into a brooder. I don't know what time I'll go to bed, and if I'll do it before bed. Depends on who's still hatching and what's going on. But because the humidity is staying pretty high in there, and I'm able to keep it up if I slowly pull something out, like an eggshell that may or may not have been removed. Then I may be able to go ahead and remove the chicks this evening. Maybe. Depends on what time we stop and if any others hatch between now and then. This one has no pip that I can see. And this one has the original chicken poop on it. That's how I know which one that is. I don't know if that's the one in when we did the candling, if it had anything or not. I don't remember. It was dark. So yes, there are 4 chicks now. If you're just joining us, number 4 is right front and center and is still trying to pull herself together. But I'm excited because at one point in time today, when everybody left this house, I really thought that I was just going to be having 1 chick. So having 2 is pretty awesome. I did get all of the tables and chairs picked up outside. I got all of the, half-drank sodas put up. I did all of my dishes, emptied the dishwasher, reloaded it, scrubbed all the pots and pans that were left over. I even emptied out the crock pot and got all of that cleaned up. Got my video built for tomorrow. And while I was doing all that, I came back in and there was number 4. What's that phrase? Like a watch pot doesn't boil or something like that. Number 4 is definitely exhausted. Number 4 is not as spunky as Sunday, number 1. Sunday is not an official name. Sorry to say, but I think the one with the gold head is a rooster. Oh, I hope not. I hope they're all hens. Oh my God. Throw herself right over those eggs. Look, baby. Oh my gosh. Sweetie. It's not too warm for them. They actually need that humidity. The moisture helps, and they absorb it through their skin. And they actually dry out pretty well. Like you can see, this is number 2, and she's looking pretty dang good. Number 1 looks great. Number 3 even is looking pretty good. If I can get them to dry out before I go to bed, I will put them in the new brooder, which I did get put together. A watch pot never boils. Thank you, Norma. What do I do in my spare time, Judy? Yeah, this. I'll watch baby chicks apparently, because this is all that I've accomplished really today. That's not true. I did a whole lot of things today, but this is all I wanted to do today, was just watch chicks. The humidity needs to stay between 65 and 75%. And it gets up to 80, which isn't that big of a deal in these first couple hours. But the more chicks that hatch, the more moisture that comes into here, and their body heat keeps that humidity up. So as I was reading about it, the high humidity softens the eggshell, which is why they're able to hatch. And then the chicks can stay in here for up to 24 hours, but you can actually up to 48 hours. And a lot of people have gigantic brooders, and that's what they do. But because there's not a lot of room in this incubator, we can pull them out as long as they're dry and using their legs. So 3 of these technically would be able to be pulled out, but they say that you don't want to do it to where the temperature and the humidity drop inside of here, because you're so in such a critical place. Because my humidity is at 80 and I can afford to play with that a little bit, even when I took the eggshells out, it only dropped 2 points. So I will see what happens. And I haven't seen, oh, that one's moving back here now. This one back on the very, very back side just moved. I don't know who will be next or what, but the majority of these eggs are pipped. This one's rocking pretty good back here. And they do have a lot more space now. They're so sleepy. But I may pull them out if I make it to about midnight or so tonight. I may pull them out, see how they do in the new brooder. We'll see. We'll see. The other ones you give to hatch, like some people give them 2 more days. I will say that if I ever hatch eggs again or hatch chicks again, I will get a bigger incubator, because this probably should have been like bantam eggs because of how crowded it actually was. Don't get me wrong, it worked fine, but now seeing these guys all crowded in here with these eggs and like trying to run, like I just don't recall seeing them do this. Lester did not go live. Lester has no voice, and I forgot all about him not having a voice. I don't know how I forgot that. But when I messaged him after I was done going live, I was like, hey, it's your turn if you want to go. And he goes, I can't even speak. He goes, I can't even talk to the animals. So he was out there finishing up his chores, and I know he's whipped and oh, sorry, I'm yawning now, and trying to overcome whatever it is that he's battling as well. I know he says it's just allergies, but I kind of see it in his eyes, as well. He probably just toughed it out for birthday stuff. Thank you, Miss Beverly. Thank you for doing that. And I missed someone. Whoever I missed in the beginning, thank you so much as well. Pawpaw has a great one. I'll check that out. I know that Stephanie has one that does something like 48 eggs at a time or something insane. I don't need it to do more eggs. I just need it to have like this dome is, it just needs to bubble out a little bit more, I feel like. Boy, my number 4 back here is a little drunk. But she's found herself right next to the egg that's pipping a little bit. Just a little pip. These two right here, all snuggled up, are so sweet. Thank you. Venetia and Layla. That is so sweet. Layla, my email is fromsuitstoboots@gmail.com. Venetia, you watched since 10 o'clock this morning? Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. Miss Joan, thank you so much. You don't have to do that, y'all. I'm on Suits to Boots Facebook and Suits to Boots YouTube right now. And that's all. Yes, there are 4 chicks currently. This one right here is probably next. It's got the most space pipped right now. While Anna keeps getting rocked by its sister. Thank y'all for watching me today and watching these babies today. This has been a really fun and exciting thing for me. Lester's like, I can't believe you're doing it again. I'm like, I don't know. It's so sweet. And neat to watch, and it's not something that I see every day. So it's fun. And I know our weather wasn't great here today. If we didn't have the party, I know I would have still got stuff done, but I probably would have sat right here for the most part. These are eggs that I ordered off of eBay because I wanted a specific breed or wanted to try. Oh, excuse me. A specific breed. It was a very positive experience. They shipped them right away. I had to go pick them up at the post office. They were packaged beautifully. They all made it. There are 3 eggs left that I actually never gave to Steve. And I'm tempted. Hear me out, okay? Hear me out. I'm tempted to see if those will hatch as well. Now, one would think, like we say, that those eggs are only good for 30 days if we were going to eat them. But what if they hatch? I would know by like day 7 if they were active or not because I could candle them. So I think I may try that again. Maybe. Thank you, Paul. Paul just asked, what did you do with the extra eggs that couldn't fit? They're still sitting here. I was going to bring them to Stephanie, but I never got around to it. So she went ahead and incubated a whole bunch of hers. I think of Breeze, and I don't know who else's. But I do think that I will... I think I'll try it, see what happens. I may take them out if I go to bed around midnight if they're all dry. And that depends on who else is pipping or hatching or anything else like that. But I want to give them some space because I feel like they're really, really flopping around everywhere. Thank you, Miss Tracy. Yeah, everybody missed 4, including me. Sorry, I was busy doing things here, trying to get caught up, build my video, get everything cleaned up from the party, at least to the extent of like putting it where it goes and cleaning up any food or drinks that were left out. I do not like leftovers left out. I do have, so I got the new brooder put together. It's actually pretty cute. It's not as cute as the one that I had. And, we'll get that all going. I do have to run out to the garage, not the shop, the garage, and get the chick feed to put in there, but I got the water set up. I got the heat lamps ready and all of that. So we'll see. Everybody's got to be dry, and I think the last two are not quite ready yet. Whoop, you just did a face plant right into there. This one that's like, I can't remember if it's this one or this one. One of these two. Oh, that one's rocking on its own too right now. The humidity is at 82, and when that humidity gets really up there, I feel like I know they have an easier time, but I feel like they get more active. Thank you, Miss D. A baby chicken sounds fun. Costco has the cutest little chicken house. I actually think, Lindsay, it's the same one that I got from Atwood's, which is cute. Christmas, that was gross. That was Christmas drinking water. I just refilled the water. That was another chore that I did right before. The house that was gifted to Lester is, I didn't get to see the rest of that. Serena, thank you so very much. I feel like they've grown in the last hour as well. I just, this one has like chipmunk markings on it. Did Lester let me have the lifted coop? So I am hijacking the run from that coop to use as my halfway house, which is where the chicks will go before they actually go out to the big chicken area. But that also gives us time to be able to finish the big chicken area, because I have to get some 20-foot post and order this netting. I think that I didn't order the netting yet. I wanted to, but now I'm thinking about it. I'm like, maybe I didn't do that. There's netting that is like 100 by 200 or something insane like that, but it goes on top for aviaries. Thank you. I really thought that I ordered that, but now I'm questioning my remembrance of ordering that. So I'm looking that up while we're sitting here. I really thought that this was probably close, or this was one of the close ones that we would be watching next. Carrie says, why did you pick this breed? So, one, they're beautiful. Two, they are very heat tolerant and hardy. And that's really important to me for Texas summers. They also are one of the friendliest breeds. And that to me was pretty important, actually. Yes, I will have support beams holding the netting as well. It should be probably about 12 foot in the air by the time that we get the posts in the ground where they need to go. Thank you, Miss Tracy. That's so sweet of you. Y'all don't have to do that. I hope you know that. The breed is Barnvelder, and I'm going to look that up to be able to tell you verbatim. They're a Dutch chicken breed known for being friendly, hardy, and prolific egg layers, and that is why I chose them. Developed in the town... Oh, wait, come back to me. Developed in the town of Barnvelder in the early 20th century, they were a cross between local Dutch breeds and imported Asian birds like the Langshan, the Brahma, and the Cochin. Cochins are my favorite. Thank you, Miss Nurse Margaret. That was so sweet. Here's an overview of the Barnvelder appearance. Medium heavy birds with double lace brown and blue feathers, except for mine are black and white. Single combs and yellow legs. Temperament, friendly, social, gentle, and quiet. Quiet. Did you hear that? They're quiet chickens. Although I'm not so sure that Sunday is quiet, because Sunday is running around like crazy. So I actually ran across these chickens on a TikTok or something like that. Like I got on the side of chickens, of course, or a short or a reel or something like that. And learning about them being quiet, but also how friendly that they were, and that they're not the biggest chickens. They're average sized chickens. Knowing that the females get between 5 and 6 pounds and males can be between 6 and 7 pounds. But their ability to produce a lot of eggs and be super hardy. A lot of people just want like Rhode Island Reds or Plymouth Rock chickens. I think that's what they're called. Thank you, Miss Sandra. I also just wanted to try something different. A lot of people, thank you, Miss Jessica, for chick toys. I promise to get some cool toys. I promise. Someone has an aunt named Sunday that lives in Florida. That's really cool. I have not seen Barnadette, sadly. No, I don't think Lester has, or he would have said something to me. There are 4 right now, Miss Carol. Black sex-links are the best egg layers. I've never seen one of those. My 2 cats here are doing great. Chester is loving the shop. Today he was on the walls above the kitchen watching everybody play games, and I was really surprised that he was up there. Keith Urban and Nicole Kidman's daughter is Sunday. I didn't know that. Let's do a pip check real quick here. That one hasn't changed. I really thought this one was going to show us some change. Or that one. And maybe it is this one since they're back over by it. If you were here for the last live on I'm a Survivor, you saw how Sunday kept going over to the chicken or going over to the egg that would hatch next. Now Sunday is right here. And I don't think that any of this is moving. This is one that's got a pretty good crack in it. An intentional crack, an intentional pip. But I also just am not sure. They seem pretty worn out. And this is where I think to myself, like, Jamie, it says 24 hours, leave those chickens as they are. And when you wake up in the morning, because I'm up around 6, go ahead and pull them out then. Like, let this be. And maybe I should. But then I see them 30 seconds later shoving each other around in here. And I'm like, oh, I don't know what I should do. I don't think Barnadette pulled a Sadie, y'all. I think that Barnadette, I told Lester this, I think Barnadette came for food. I think that she had a home. And it's probably not that far away. But she came to be able to eat because at the time, Sadie's food was always out. And now Lester feeds her. Thank you, Miss Rebecca. She'll be back. And the next time that she's back, she may be back with babies. Also, this is no discount at Lester or Little Chris, but Lester can be wearing his glasses and holding another pair and still ask where his glasses are. And he can stand with the fridge open and ask where the ketchup is or where the A1 is. Thank you, Miss Patty. And he's a man. And I'm sorry, men can't look for things. So I haven't been over there to do my own searching, but my hopes are that I could find some time to get over there tomorrow afternoon. Y'all are laughing because you can relate. You know. So I will look for her. She may have just found her spot, a nest, you know, and that's okay. Thank you, Miss Kathy. She could have been in between any of those hay bales out there because let's face it, there's hay in the in all the pastures. And we had a cold spell last week. That could have been just where she was just decided to go. Come on, little babies. It's funny how they've all nestled in right now. We may not get to see any more tonight. And I don't know. Well, I say that, and then this one starts rocking over here. They're definitely worn out. I can tell you that. And the humidity's holding now at 81, which is fine. And nap time is over. Thank you, Miss Cheryl. They do like the light. I will say that. They do like the light. No, Tony, they're big chicks. And I decided to pull those eggshells out because there was just no room and they were just like plowing through everything. And we'll see. Somebody says, I have a feeling you'll wake up tomorrow and hopefully there'll be more chicks. Maybe so. And it's okay if there's not. Thank you, Miss Maria. This was an experiment. I've never bought eggs online before. I don't know, I don't know if this incubator did the right things. Like, clearly it did something right because I have 4 live babies in here. But we'll see. And I might have done something wrong because of the pulling those eggshells out, and that might have not been great at all either. They really are big chicks. And I don't know how they fit in an egg. Let's be honest about that too. Troublemaking Seal says, thanks for doing this. My boys 17 and 18 have been checking in on and off all day. That's awesome. You don't have to give them water till after 24 hours. Actually, some people do 48 or even longer. Depends on how much space that they have in their incubator. Some people have like, I don't know, 1,000 egg incubators. Like, it's nuts. They look like stand-up refrigerators. The eggs are not that big, though. They're smaller than a large chicken egg. Hello, Sunday. It's why I'm easy. Easy like Sunday morning. I've not seen the Cog Hill setup with their incubator. I've seen Arms Family's. Theirs is really nice. I think Stephanie has the same one that Arms Family does. I think Arms Family used to incubate and sell chicks. Like, that was one of their side hustles long before YouTube. I think that's what Daniel and DJ told us. And I thought that was so neat because they were so experienced in it. Oki says, I'm not sure I can eat eggs after this. Yeah. My other chicks are doing really great. Good night, Diana. Y'all do not have to stay up with me. I'm just watching this, like, instead of scrolling on my phone. This is where I am paying attention to tonight. Oh, I also heard that Walker, Cassie at Walker Farm Fam, it has a really big one. My other chicks are all bantams, so my other chicks are tiny chickens. Ornamental chickens, if you will. Their eggs will be extremely tiny. And they are the smallest. Not only one is the very smallest breed, but they are of smaller breeds than these. The chicks that are 10 days old are exactly this size right now. How early will I start tomorrow? I will get up around 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. And hopefully we have a few more that have hatched overnight. And then I'll get these guys going in their brooder. I don't know what time we got the first one. The first one was born this morning. I think I started to go live at like 11. They do have really big feet, y'all. You look like little baby dinosaurs in there. I don't know how any of the eggs are still intact in here. Yeah, the bantam breeds get 1.5 to 2 pounds, and that's what I've got. Are you okay? wish I could touch you. That one has the only one with red hair over there. Sheesh. Y'all are crazy. It's amazing to me that chicks can be born and just figure out what they need to do, that they don't actually need a mother. Yet, if you watch chicks with a mother, they do everything that mama does. Like they imprint on that mama, and that mama like tells them exactly what to do, where to go, and then they know to get underneath her. And then these right here, just sort of like, oh, that was head down. Like survival of the fittest, and like make it on your own because there's no mama to watch over you but me. It's just very different. They do have really cute markings. They have like chipmunk stripes, and Sunday's got a chipmunk head for sure. What are you eating at? You just snapped at me. Oh my gosh. This is a one-way. You can't go. You're going wrong way down a one-way street there, sister. I thought for sure that I was going to see this one maybe open. This one maybe open. But I'm telling you, these eggs are just getting flipped left and right now. Why don't you help out your sisters? Your sisters. Lester's here? I thought Lester was falling asleep. Oh no. Bantams are very friendly. So bantams were the first chickens that I ever had. And before we ever were making videos or anything like that, I was in town and I was visiting Lester, and we went to Tractor Supply to get goat feed and something else for Patty the pig. That's all that was there and Imogene at the time. And while we were there, Tractor Supply had chicks. This was after work. So clearly different days than today, because chicks don't last like an hour right now. But we went in after work and I was like, oh, there's ducks and chicks. And he was like looking at me. I'm like, what do you do with them? How do you do it? And he goes, okay. So I think we got 2 ducks then and 6 chicks. I think Nate was one of them. And Goldie was one. And then there were 4 others. I had one that I named Stella. She was a silver-laced Wyandotte. I had a white Silky. I didn't know any of these things. And even whenever the lady was telling me all the things that they were, I had no idea. And zero idea. And she's like, oh, you want this? You want this? So I had a variety pack of 6 different birds in there. Only one was a rooster, and that was Nate. And came home, and of course I had to go back to Illinois and work. So Lester did most of the initial raising of those chicks. I think that I was there for the first week and then went home for a week and then probably came back for a weekend, that type of thing. And Goldie was one of them. Yep. And Nate. And like I said, Stella was a silver-laced Wyandotte, and then there was a white Silky, and I don't remember what the other 2 were, to be honest with you. But the Silky got killed pretty early on. Like we were not versed for this. And then eventually we had a possum problem that we started trapping for and trying to, manage that. And the 2 ducks were barn ducks as well, but that was a really long time ago. It is all Lester's fault, because if he would have never said yes that night to chickens, I would have never gotten the bug. And even then, I don't know that I truly got the bug then until Goldie became she just became Goldie. Goldie was like the chicken that would talk to me. and she would let me love her and pet her. And then when she got broody, like other hens, because hens started showing up, you know, Morrow Hill, just like there's chicken math everywhere and birds everywhere. And other hens would show up and things like that and try to get in her little broody nest with her. And she would let them sit next to her, but she was not getting up either. It was so cute. I did put colored bands on possums because I could not believe, or I was like, that they would come back after we drove them away so far. And sure enough, that yellow one came back and the pink one came back. Oh, I thought that one was moving, but it's the chick that was moving it. We may not have any more hatches tonight, y'all. I'm not sure. We'll keep going a little bit longer, but I don't know what to say. And like I said earlier, a watch pot never boils. These guys are just rocking everything. It seems like once it starts to go, it'll go really fast. But after the first pip, it feels like must be the hardest thing for them to do. And then, oh boy, getting through to the rest. Like once they get going, then they get the, you know, they muster up the energy to make that happen. I don't want to leave either. I don't want to walk away. But if I do walk away, maybe it'll actually happen. Maybe that's the key. Maybe it's not you walking away. Maybe it's me walking away. Maybe I need to go out and go get my food and walk away, and then it'll happen. That's what happened with number 2, I think. Oh. A wash pot does boil eventually. If you're just joining, today has been hatch day, and there are 4 chicks that have come into this world today that we've watched together. And we're just watching them be able to get dried off and get started in life, while the other 8 eggs decide if they're going to hatch or not. They're looking at me like, hello. Why am I not doing the mini houses anymore? I actually have just been so busy that I haven't had time to sit down and do one. Thank you, Miss Molly. I will again soon. Life's just been a little bit busy lately. I love that they just get so busy that they just like, whoa, just fall over. It's like when your kids finally sit still, they fall asleep too. Get nestled in there. We cannot pit from the outside. They have to do it themselves, sadly. Diana's done a total of 5. I'm only at 4. Thank you, Miss Linda. I don't know what would happen if I let the camera run all night. They're not too hot. Did I eat today? I did eat today. I had some of the nachos, and then I had a tiny piece of cake. My chicken run will have wire laid down all the way around the outside of it, so it has the no dig fence. YouTube ends the live after 8 hours. Thank you, Miss Kelly. Molly wrote a book about voodoo. That's really sweet. I thought Facebook took it down after 4 hours. Facebook is 8 hours. YouTube is 12. Okay. Do I plan to come back tomorrow? No, I have to work tomorrow, sadly. Somebody's been watching YouTube for 12 hours chasing tornadoes. Holy cow, that's crazy. How do I know if they're the same level of development? So I put them all in here at the same day, and they should all hatch within a day or two of each other. Salty says, just leave us here. We'll be good, I promise. I'm having a hard time walking away because I don't want to miss it. It's not y'all. Oh, I do have to run outside in a minute, though, and I probably should stand up to make sure that there's blood still flowing. Justin's rat watch was 12 hours on YouTube. Oh, my God. That would give me nightmares. Thank you, Miss Amelia. The cowboy boot wax warmer is behind me. I don't want to move. You don't understand the camera that's set up. Hang on a second. I'll see if I can unplug it and show you instead. It has wax dripping down the back of it because somebody knocked it today. But here's my wax warmer. I did not know that it had wax dripping on the back of it. Dang it. I will get that cleaned up. Oh. I needed to stand up anyway. I really thought this one was going to go because it's got a big circle and then a hole pipped all the way through already. And then this one has a pretty good crack, a tiny little pip, but it's not through the membrane. And then this one, I can't see. I'm getting confused in my what's what, who's who going on here. But I really thought this one was going to go. And then this one's had a pip for a long time and was rocking. This one was rocking like crazy. I don't know. And then I also don't know, are the other chickens like, I should have received the book in the mail. I probably did. Full disclosure, there are a significant amount of packages to open. My week was very busy. Sandy says, I was wondering if Lester wanted to talk about his Bear Grylls experience and how he ate a rat. He probably will talk about that. All right, this one's moving on its own right now. Pretty much. And it does have a pip. It's got the wiggle wiggles. Oh, and that. We got some sleepy little hens going on here. Oh, I hear Millie barking outside too. I know that y'all have sent many things and they are out in the shop all stacked up. And that is my own fault because we had to plan for this birthday party and then we spent a day going to see those horses and life just got really busy. So I promise that tomorrow and Tuesday that we'll get things opened and that all the things that y'all have sent and been so kind to us with, I promise that I will get them open tomorrow and the next day. I feel like this one is definitely going to hatch because all the chicks are making their way over to it. That's what's happened before. Now I say that and it probably won't happen. Good night, Miss Teresa. Safe travels tomorrow. Sheesh. Y'all, it only goes one way. You all have to go the same way. Did I see Papa almost fall? No, that makes me sad. Here today? The one in the hole closest to the camera, it peeped? That would be amazing. Have I done any more planting? I got all of my landscaping stuff in, and I haven't shown any of that to y'all yet. Sorry. That was also like a hurry up and do it on Friday and Saturday morning before we went live. Oh my God. Sorry. And then on Lester's Lives for Games. Oh, that's sad. I hate that for him. I wish he would use the walker that we got him to be safe. And then in the raised bed garden, I almost have that full already. I have not planted anything into the terrace garden yet. Dusty helped him. That was sweet. I'm glad that he did that. That's scary. That would have broke my heart to see him fall. Oh, look at! Did you see that? Can you see that? This chicken is pecking at the hole. Sunday is pecking at the hole on that one back here. I'm not even kidding. This is the one that's been rolling. And here's Sunday right now. Watch. Don't you stop doing it. I mean, you should stop doing it, but look, she's going to do it again. Oh my gosh. We have a traffic jam. Never mind. Yeah, 1 second they're dozing, and the next second they're literally pounding at each other. There's something very special about Sunday because each one that is hatched, she has come and laid on. Sunday came out a broody hen. I think so too, Anna. That was a full-on like lay down, relax, and fall asleep. And the second that her head, like she closed her eyes, she like popped back up like, okay, ready, go. Well, they really are fuzzy, y'all. Are you going to peck at that one too now? Whoop. And back up. They're the physical representation of ADHD. They are. Sunday does not want to move. And number 2 here, or I guess I'm going to have to go with my days of the week. Monday keeps trying to move things along, and Sunday's like, nope, not leaving. Now, Sunday did just switch eggs because Monday pushed her out of the way. What time is it here? It's almost 10 o'clock. I really had hoped we would see another one hatch, y'all. I just don't know if we're going to see any more come out or if they're done. I do need to run outside. Whoop. Oh my gosh. There's a beak peeking out of this one. No, I don't think so. Well, this one just sprawled all out. I think that's Wednesday. It is. That's Wednesday. Wednesday just lost it. Just decided she needed a nap directly there. I don't see a beak anywhere, though. Sorry, y'all. It didn't die. Still good. See? 2 back, beak at the bottom. This one or this one? No, there's no beak. That's the one that has poop on it. I think that's the one that there's no pip on that whatsoever. And there's no pip on this one either. There is a pip on this one, and on this one has a big pip. And well, I would love to show you all of these, but we're smothered in chicken right now. They're Oh, yeah, I turned that light back on. That's the problem. I turned that on so I could put the coop or the brooder together. Sorry. That is the difference. Dee Dee, I would never take those shells out. This is the one that Sunday came in late on and started pecking at, and I really thought that we were going to see this go crazy, but then it stopped. This is the best Sunday I've had in a long time, says Suzette. Thanks, Suzette. Me too. Super love this Sunday. And we're up. The bird noises in the background, Aaron, are my other set of chicks in my office. They're about 10 days old. They're in a brooder. I will put them all together probably somewhere around the halfway house space or that type of thing, but I'll introduce them when I can be a part of watching who does what. There'll be a point in time where they'll be around the same. Well, no, these will always be bigger. So I won't wait forever to put them together. They do have synchronized sleeping. They had a hard day. Lester is definitely sleeping already. I'm sure of it. So tired. Well, there we go. Oh boy, Monday's coming in hot. Plowing our way through. How many rabbits is Lester gonna get? I hope he only gets 2. All right, Sunday is back on. Oh. The dogs that are with Lester are Trixie and Stella. Christmas and Ritzy, Fiona, and Millie are here with me. I think my chicks have narcolepsy. I really thought this one was going to be the next one. Came over pecking at it. I heard it chirp. And then everybody got tired. Did you see all their heads fall at the exact same time? I'm not kidding. It's like they're drunk. All right, I'm going to put my boots on. I'm going to run out to the barn because I need to check on and do my night rounds really quick. So I'm going to rely on y'all to babysit. I'll move, Christmas. I got to put my boots on. Move. Okay. I will be back in a few minutes. Y'all are in charge. Okay. Don't let them do anything I wouldn't let them do. Christmas, come with me. Close the office door. Look out, Mabel. It looks like no other action is happening, y'all. Longest nap ever. Maybe I'm the distraction for them. Well, you heard peeps, but were they peeps from my office? No, I actually hear one. The whole thing is shaking from it. I just don't know which one it is. Oh boy. Those are Hank feet that y'all just heard. They were all asleep until I walked in. I woke them all up. I woke the babies, dang it. I'm sorry. Oh, that one just shook on its own. Hello, sweet babies. Sunday's back here pecking at one. For everybody going to bed, I'm pretty close behind ya. I'm tired too. I gotta do a few more things here around the house. Big beak. Christmas, no. The day has gone by very fast. And I had hopes that we were going to have more, but happy for 4. Oh, I didn't go get something to eat. I ran outside to get the chick food for the brooder. Finally, one that sits like a normal chick. Hank is sitting in his spot waiting for treats right now. Hank is fine. Like, he's like, oh, cool, chicks. Christmas is the one who can't be trusted right now. I just don't know if any more are going to hatch, y'all. I would hate to keep you up all night. Thanks for hanging out with me all day today, y'all. I'm gonna build my thumbnail and get my stuff ready for tomorrow while we sit here and watch a little bit longer. I'm at a point where I can't tell if it's moving or if it's my eyes playing tricks on me right now. Hank. Hank, let Mama work. Hank, leave them alone. Y'all want to know why I can't let that be live tonight? Hank. Hank is the reason. Hank, sweet boy. You're going to have to let Mama work. Move, baby. Hank, get off of the oven. just heard a chirp, and it wasn't from anybody that is out of their shell. I'm glad somebody else heard it. Stop it, you. Oh my gosh. You're in so much trouble. Get down. I don't think we're going to see a lot more activity tonight, y'all. I'm fairly confident. They're like bring in and have like a brand new day every 5 minutes, basically. Oh, the hokey pokey. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. You do the hokey pokey. I think that we'll call it a night. We'll let them get rest. First thing in the morning, I'll get them moved over. And I saw somebody who said, this is like watching paint dry. Maybe, but it's been a very fun day for me. And I have thoroughly enjoyed the new life and the excitement of hearing and watching and, all of it. And I greatly appreciate you joining me tonight as well. I will end it and give you some of your life back so that you all get some sleep as well. And then we'll check in the morning and see how things are going. But I feel like it's kind of slowed down at this point in time. So thank you all for spending so much time with me today and every day, for loving me, for loving them, for all your support. I really appreciate it, and I love you all so very much. Hank, Hank. All right, Hank, I can't even see. Move. Good night, y'all. I love you.